Good morning, everyone. This is Tony Butler with Insurance Agency Marketing Services. I'm one of the life sales directors here, and today we'll have AJ Staffsling on the line with us to discuss some things with North American. I'm going to go through the introduction slides fairly quickly so we can get to the meat and potatoes of our webinar for this morning. So let's get started. Okay, we do have IAMS Business Builders. What we do is we would like to reward our agents for providing referrals to us. We know that referrals is a big part of your business as well as it is ours. So any agent that you do refer to IAMS and they get appointed with any of the carriers that we work with, we do provide you with a $50 referral. Any subsequent business that they submit, we do pay you 20 basis points on that business. It doesn't take away from their commissions. It's just our way of saying thank you for helping build business with IAMS. We also have a new producers builders. This is for agents that are newly appointed, first 180 days. We've got 5 different levels of different bonuses that we provide for you, and this is paid premium. So we have the 100,000, 250, 500, 750, and $1 million dollar level. So you can get anything from cash to an iPod to free seminars, marketing reimbursement dollars. There's a plethora of things that are available to you. If you have any questions regarding our new producers builders, please don't hesitate to give us a call. I'll be more than happy to discuss this with you in greater detail. Next, we offer back office support for you. We like to help you work smarter, not harder. So with that being said, we do help with things such as paperless contracting. So for those of you agents that have gotten appointed with carriers before, you know, filling out contracting paperwork can be a very painstaking process. We do all of that electronically for you to kind of speed up the process of getting you appointed. We do have forms at your fingertips. We do provide assistance with illustrations, case design. So feel free to give us a call or shoot one of your sales directors an email. Now, with today's current pandemic situation, we know that agents are finding it difficult to get in front of clients. So we've got a couple of platforms that's available for you for submitting applications. One of the platforms is, and when I say submitting applications, I mean submitting those electronically. Firelight is one of the platforms that we have available. The carriers that we have available on Firelight right now is to your left here. To your right are the carriers that are coming soon. Feel free to give us a call if you're not registered for Firelight. We can walk you through that process. If you have gotten registered and you have questions regarding Firelight, please feel free to reach out to us. I'd be more than happy to answer your questions for you. We also have a creative marketing solutions department. That department is there for you to help you, whether it's turnkey, agency, or digital solutions. So if you're looking for assistance on newsletters or handouts, you're looking for logo design or redesigning your logo, or you want to get into the digital marketing space, they can help with personal website, email marketing, things of that nature. Please feel free to reach out to Jacob and his team. They'd be more than happy to walk you through what they can provide for you. Next, we have the IAMS website. It is a 24/7 website. We have excellent sales tools that are available on our website. I mentioned earlier that we have a couple of digital platforms for submitting electronic applications. One is through Firelight. The other is through iGo eApp, which you can get to through our website. We also give you the ability to obtain forms. You can run term and universal life quotes through our website and obtain additional product information, whether it be for long-term care, Medicare supplements, annuities, or life insurance. We also provide you with the retirement analyzer. It is free to qualifying agents, and what that means as far as qualifying agents, if you're producing at least $250,000 in paid premium for annuities or single premium life, we do offer this analyzer to you. What the analyzer does for you is to be able to answer questions from your client such as, can I continue my present standard of living into my retirement years? How would it affect my family if I were to die prematurely? Um, what is the possible solutions if my situation changes? So one of our annuity sales directors, Marcus Solar, is pretty much the subject matter expert on the retirement analyzer. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Marcus or any one of our sales directors to answer any questions that you may have. We also have IAMS Wealth Management Team. Now, the Wealth Management Team is there for you to help increase your revenue, improve client retention, and strengthen client relationships. And that's going to be more so for those clients that are higher net worth, that have more dollars, so to speak, for investment opportunities. They're available for you to help you with that. You can reach out to Charles Jr. For more information on that. And as you know, we do provide a Life and Annuity Academy. It's a 2-day training. Um, right now, we don't have information on when the next academy is going to be. That's simply because of the COVID-19 situation. We're not sure when travel is going to be kind of comfortable for everybody. So when we do have more information as to the next Life and Annuity Academy, we will definitely get that information out to you. For those of you that are interested in getting additional information, I do have a polling question for you. If you could just respond to that, make sure to get additional information out to you once that becomes available. And I'll leave this up here for a few more seconds to make sure that everybody responds. And for those of you that are unfamiliar with our Life and Annuity Academy, this 2-day training is a training that is paid for by IAMS. So we do pay for your travel and lodging. What we do is we partner a lot of times with uh, some of our top carriers. They'll talk about the products that they have available. We also talk about trends within the market, sales ideas and strategies with some of our top advisors. So I'll go ahead and close this out. And lastly, a couple of trips that we have on the docket for 2021. The first one is Paradise on the Pacific. It's the IAMS Marketing Summit. It's March 7th through the 11th of 2021. Qualification periods from July 1st of 2019 through December 31st of this year. For more information, please feel free to reach out to us. So if you want to know if you've qualified for the trip, where you're at as far as qualifying for the trip, we have that information available. Just please reach out to your sales director for more information. And then we also have the Shores of Serenity trip. It is IAMS Elite Summit for 2021. That's March 11th through the 14th of 2021. Qualification periods are the same, July 1st of 2019 through December 31st of 2019. Minimum qualifications for this is 6.5 million points. Instant qualification, the 8.5 million points will get you both trips. And again, if you have questions in regards to this, please feel free to reach out to us. So with that, AJ, are you there?
I'm here, Tony. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. I'm going to switch this over to you to make you the presenter and let you take over from there. There you go.
All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Perfect. Well, thanks, Tony. Thanks, everybody, for taking some time out of your morning to tune in today. Obviously, North American has a great partnership with IAMS, so you are definitely in good hands when you're working with Tony and their crew over there at IAMS. Now, what I want to focus on today is, you can see the title, More to Term and GUL Than Price. Now, with all the whole COVID-19, the pandemic, all those sort of things happening within the 2.5, 3 months that we've had here, we're living in strange times, right? Insurance has kind of changed. The industry has changed a little bit, and it was something that we're all adapting to. And what we want to do is point out a couple different things today that you can take with you. Now, I've talked to a lot of advisors. I've talked to a lot of agents. I've talked to a lot of marketers. And to be honest with you, it seems like some people are a little bit paralyzed by what's going on today. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to give people ideas that, kind of go back to being a little bit simplistic, okay? It seems like a lot more people now are looking more towards those guaranteed type products, maybe than overfunding some sort of index universal life plan, just because typically those overfunding plans are going to be something where there's taking quite a bit of money. Well, people might be a little bit uncertain about that, so they might be backing off. Now, I'm not saying everybody is doing that, but I've definitely heard that from some advisors, some agents, and some marketers. So today, what I want to focus on is a couple different products that we have here at North American on the guaranteed side. Now, when I say guaranteed side, I mean guaranteed premium, guaranteed death benefit, okay? But beyond that, there's more value than just price, and I'm going to point that out when we're talking about our term insurance and we're talking about the GUL. Now, I know the majority of the people on here, I'm sure you go to quoting engines if you're going to quote a GUL that really doesn't have any cash value or some term. You might go to Vital Suite or WinFlex, or you might go to iPipeline or something like that, and all it's going to show you is a rate and a company, and that's pretty much it. Well, let's talk beyond that. Let's bring some extra additional value to your clients. That's what we're going to talk about today. So the first thing I have to do, though, I have to show you the disclosures for North American. If you want a copy of this, feel free to call our sales support team. In the 5+ years I've been here, I still don't think anybody has done that. So I'm going to buzz through those right away. I'm not going to read them. Again, you can call sales support if you want a copy. So first thing, let's talk about our Advantage term product. So at North American, we technically do have 2 term plans. One is the classic term that is bare bones, doesn't have conversion options, doesn't have living benefits. If you're looking for low cost term just to cover a loan or something like that, that is where classic term is. But let's focus on the Advantage term. This has all the bells and whistles. Again, it's Advantage term, right? So what's the main focus? Death benefit coverage for breadwinner or spouse. Income protection is a basic sales concept when we're talking about term insurance. Everybody knows that. It's for clients focused on those short-term solutions with that low premium. They want options for the future, and they might be concerned about those future chronic, critical, or even terminal illness needs. So let's talk about that Advantage term. Let's look at the old term life insurance versus the new term life insurance, okay? So the old term life insurance, what did it have? Death benefit protection, and it might have some sort of terminal illness accelerated death benefit endorsement. That's it. Now, if you look at something like the Advantage term, we call that the new term life insurance. Look at everything it has. Death benefit protection, first and foremost. We have accelerated underwriting at North American. Our conversion options are the best in the industry. There are lower rates now than there used to be on term insurance. And then we have the full package of living benefits built in. We have the critical, we have the chronic, and we have the terminal illness, which we say is 24-month life expectancy. So a lot of the times you'll have that conversation with people where, they might, you try to bring up their insurance that they may have had in the past, and they say, you know what, I'm good. I have life insurance. We don't need to discuss it, those sort of things, and they want to move on. Well, what you should say at that point is, you know what, that's great that you have life insurance, but is it the old life insurance or the new life insurance? Because, of course, when you say that to them, the majority of clients, they don't even know what you mean. But when they're going to be curious, they're going to say, well, I don't understand what you mean by that. So then you can tell them about everything that this new life insurance has now: conversion options, accelerated underwriting, living benefits, those sort of things, maybe lower rates. So let's focus a little bit on the living benefits. We have the critical, we have the chronic, and we have the terminal illness that's built into these plans. This next stat is just going to blow you away. It's the importance of accelerated benefits. 2/3 of people who file for bankruptcy say that medical bills are a major reason for their financial distress. So having something like living benefits built right into your life insurance plan, it's like a Swiss Army knife of a product, and we have that here at North American. So let's see how we stack up versus some other companies when we're talking about our term that has the living benefits. So right here you can see there's a 20-year term, $500,000 death benefit, age 40, preferred best, non-tobacco. And it's going to include the critical chronic illness coverage. You can see how we're stacking up against some of the other top carriers out there for a male and a female. No extra premium, we're at the top. Now, again, if you're going out to quoting engines, iPipeline, WinFlex, whatever it is, and if you're simply quoting a rate, we're probably not going to be number one. We're probably not going to be number two. We might be more like fourth or fifth place on the rates. But also, remember, they're getting living benefits that are built into these plans that a lot of those other carriers you're going to see above us, they don't have. So remember that. So let's focus on something else here too. We have the best conversion options out there in the industry, bar none. So you can convert anytime during your level premium term period. And what it is you can convert to any of our currently offered permanent products. Okay, whether that's universal life or index universal life. Now, I know a lot of other companies might have some sort of conversion option or options, but a lot of the times that option or options is going to be some sort of inferior product that they've created, and that's the only product or products that they can actually convert into. With us, convert to any currently offered permanent product. Now, here's another big part. No evidence of insurability. A preferred class that was taken out on advantage term, that stays a preferred class if you convert to our GUL or any of our RULs. We also allow for partial conversions, and the conversion is fully commissionable. I got to repeat that. Conversion is fully commissionable. Now, something that's not on this slide, you definitely want to take note of. If you have an advantage term with North American and you convert it to any of our permanent plans within the first 5 years, you can get the accelerated death benefits that are built into the permanent plan, and there is no additional underwriting. Okay, really, no other company out there has that opportunity. So I know that's not on the slide. Definitely need to point that out. So again, the advantage term, just want to recap. We have the living benefits. We have the conversion options as well. Just want to reiterate too. Of course, yes, we're not going to show up number 1 or 2 on those spreadsheets, but let's talk about true value you're bringing to a client. Conversion options, living benefits, that's the advantage term. Now, let's shift real quick. We're going to talk about GUL type product. Now, GULs, yes, they show up on the quoting engines as well. You're going to see them on iPipeline. You're going to see them on WinFlex. Most of those GULs that you're going to see out there are going to have no cash value, right? You're looking for a guaranteed premium for a guaranteed death benefit for a certain period of time, okay? Now, there's really nothing beyond that. Well, we have a product like that. It's called the Custom Guarantee, but that's not what I want to focus on. I want to focus on our Protection Builder IUL. What that is, it's a guaranteed universal life plan, just like our Custom Guarantee. It has all the bells and whistles that the GUL does, but it also has upside potential because it is indexed. Here's another thing. If you are running quotes on North American, if you're spreadsheeting us, you're probably going to notice 95% of the time, you're going to see the Custom Guarantee and the Protection Builder have the same price. That is not a misprint. That is correct. So now you're going to ask the question, well, if that's the case, why would I even write the GUL? Why would I write the Custom Guarantee? Well, here's the answer. If the price was the same, you wouldn't. You would write this Protection Builder because it has that upside potential and it has all the bells and whistles of the Custom Guarantee. So, Protection Builder, what does it have? Guaranteed death benefit plus the potential cash value because it is indexed. It has the accelerated death benefits, the trio, critical, chronic, terminal illness built in like our other plans. We also have our protected death benefit. If you're not familiar with that, it is a form of an overloan protection benefit that you're going to see in most IULs. The difference here is the client can decide how much of that death benefit they want to protect while they're taking loans out. An example is this. Let's say that they started out with $500,000 in their death benefit and they want to start taking loans out, but they want to make sure that they still have $100,000 left in the death benefit. They tell the company, hey, I want to take loans out until I'm down to $100,000, and then you need to notify me when I still have $100,000 in death benefit left. That's the protected death benefit feature. Nobody else in the industry has that. Something that we added, premium recovery endorsement. It's an opt-out or exit strategy. Okay, basically, it's a fancy way of saying return premium. So in the protection builder, year 15, you can get 50% of your money back. Year 20, you can get 100% back. And year 25, you can get 100% back. That is brand new to North American. We just added that to our GUL and our protection builder. So as you can see, this is, think of all the things you have with this protection builder. You get the upside potential, you get a guaranteed death benefit for a guaranteed premium, and you get the living benefits in there as well. And if you want to utilize the protected death benefit, you can do that. And we have that opt-out clause with the premium recovery endorsement. Now, here's another thing too. With the protection builder, we do have something called the premium guarantee. It's optional. So if you have the premium guarantee rider on there, it will guarantee the premium and it guarantee the death benefit for the period that you choose. If you want to, for some reason, just make this a cash accumulation type product, not concerned about the guarantees as much, you can actually take the premium guarantee rider off there. Don't see it very often. It seems like most of the time if somebody wants to do a true max funding minimum death benefit type sale, they'll probably go with our Builder Plus 2. But just to let you know, you can take the premium guarantee rider off the protection builder if you want to, and just get that cash value type sale instead. So we talked about the advantage term. We talked about the protection builder. Now let's talk about our processes that are going to make everything a little bit easier during these times. We have e-application. That's our simple submit e-app. Now also, we have right away accelerated underwriting. We have that for our e-application, and we now made it available for paper applications as well. We've adjusted, obviously, because of the pandemic, and we know that not everybody is doing e-apps, so we do it for paper. Basically, this is how it works. Here's the parameters. It's for people ages 18 to 50 up to $1 million in coverage, or 51 to 60 up to $500,000 in coverage. They have that opportunity. Basically, you do the application, whether it's e-app or paper app. Okay, you send that in. And then we're going to do a background check, LexisNexis. We're going to do the MIB, pull MVR. And then the online part 2, basically the health questions, can be emailed to the client. Now, once that's completed, we can give the client an offer within 2 or 3 business days without going through the full underwriting. And right now, roughly about 45% of the cases are going right through. They're getting an offer within 2 to 3 days. And obviously, it's going to make everything go quicker. The client's going to get a policy quicker. You're going to get paid quicker. One thing I do need to point out, just because if they try to go through this process, okay, and they get kicked out to go to full underwriting, that doesn't necessarily mean that they can't get the top ratings. It doesn't mean they can't get the super preferred or the preferred ratings. It just means that something came up in the background where we say, you know what, something came up, we need to get a little bit more, so we're going to do some additional underwriting. Okay. Obviously, all this process makes everything faster, and that's what everybody's leaning towards these days anyway. Again, we do have right away accelerated underwriting, whether it's e-app or paper applications. Now, also, just want to point this out, we just added the e-delivery option for the simple submit e-application and the paper application process as well. We did this during the COVID-19 situation. Again, it's just another process to speed things up. Okay, so we have the right-of-way accelerated underwriting. Now we have the e-delivery option. So with all these things said, what can you get from North American? You're going to get a diversified product portfolio when we're talking about guaranteed products with additional value. We have innovative benefits in these products. We have accelerated death benefits. We have that premium recovery endorsement built into the protection builder. We have multiple solutions for your guarantee type sales with the additional value in there. And then obviously, you know, if you make a couple sales on these, you have the potential increase in client referrals as well. One thing here you definitely need to think about is if you're not exactly sure how to prospect at these times, where I'm hearing success from advisors and agents is they are going through their existing database, reaching out to the people that they've had conversations with in the past. And maybe it was somebody who is holding off on IUL or something like that because they didn't want to part with a lot of money with the uncertainty in the market. What's working is these agents and advisors are actually talking to them about term insurance right now, okay? Because people are thinking about their insurability. So what they're doing is they are writing them term insurance, which obviously isn't going to be nearly as expensive as the IUL they talked about, with the thought of maybe converting within 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, or whatever it is. Because remember, with North American, you can convert to any of our permanent plans anytime during your term period. Now, another thing that's working, agents and advisors are reaching out to those people who have said no to them in the past. Those people are thinking about insurance more than ever right now with everything going on in the economy with COVID-19 and everything like that. So what they're doing, reaching out to those people who maybe have said no and say, hey, I know we had a meeting here 6 months ago, something like that. I'm guessing you're thinking about life insurance during this time. Let's reconnect. Let's talk about a couple different things. And they're typically leading with term insurance because it's the cheapest form of insurance right now, but then they also talk about the conversion options. So those are just a couple different things I wanted to point out to everybody. If you're having trouble prospecting, go through your existing database of your clients that you have on the books or the ones that even turned you down. Now with that, I know I covered a lot. I want to pass it back over to Tony just to see if there's any questions for me at all.
Okay. AJ, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you, Tony.
All right. So give me just a second and we'll get this switched back over to me. Okay, can you see that?
Yes, it says questions.
Yep. All right. So I'm going to open this up. Does anyone have any questions right now? Be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. Doesn't. Oh, here we go. First question, AJ, is wanted to know, can they get a copy of the slides that were presented in today's webinar?
Absolutely. I'll send them to you, Tony, and you can pass them on to the attendees.
All right, perfect. Any other questions? Well, we don't. A couple polling questions here. If you'd like to get additional information on today's webinar, I've got a polling question here for that. And then, of course, with the slides, that should answer additional questions. But if you're looking for more specific information as far as product information, could definitely get that out to you as well. I'll leave this up for a few more seconds. Make sure everybody has enough time to respond. Okay, I'll close that down. Now, if you're not currently appointed with North America and you're looking to get appointed, because of the material that we've provided does interest you, I do have polling questions here for that. If you could just respond to that, we'll get that taken care of as well. I'll leave this up just a little longer. All right. So AJ, does it look like we have any additional questions?
I don't see any. Nope.
Okay. So with that, if you decide that you do have questions after the webinar, you can reach out to any one of the sales directors here at IAMS. As you see on the screen here, here's my email address, which is tony@imsinc.com. We also have two additional sales directors in our Topeka office. Reed Starks, his email address is reed@imsinc.com. And then we have Jess Riley, and his email is chess@imsinc.com. You can always give us a call at our toll-free number, 800-255-5055. Ask for the Life Department. We'd be more than happy to answer the questions that you have. So with that, I guess that concludes today's webinar. I want to thank everybody for attending. For those of you that are looking for additional information, I'll make sure to get that information out to you. AJ, any final thoughts, comments?
No, I'd just say appreciate everybody's time and just really want to hammer home on go through your existing database of your clientele or the people that turned you down because people are thinking about insurance now more than ever. So reach out to them.
I concur. I concur. Well, with that, thank you everybody for joining. You guys have a great week, and we'll talk to you later. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.